Welcome to
here.
Kids on Bikes. It's homecoming dance tonight, so we're dressed a little fancy. Because why not?
Because wine not. Oh wait, they're all kids. We can't have wine. But us adult. Me and
I am
Dreamy as.
definitely able
Rachel's
to
allowed.
wine.
Oh
I
yeah.
am both
shall.
children and adults.
So you can and
You'll
cannot
be
have
cool and
wine.
buy it for us, right?
Yeah.
It's Schrodinger's
Can God
kid,
drink
right?
wine legally?
I mean, that was the first miracle, so yeah, I would say so.
That was the first miracle?
Anyway,
Mhm. Yeah, the wedding.
hi everybody.
Cana.
Oh, you mean Jesus's? Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm
I was like, there's a lot of Bible.
Dreamy. I'm the GM. Welcome to Kids on Bikes here at Knights of Silver Moon. You can also find me every other week with Trevor and Ben over at Clickety Clackety Roll to Attackety. Our Kindred game is on a temporary hiatus. Join us this Wednesday as we kick off a new little mini thing with Dragons of the Round Table.
Quad table?
Claude table?
Claude table.
Knights of the Claude table? We're
Yeah, something
figuring
like
it out.
We don't have
Um,
names. For
Someone
things
go
on our
next.
channel.
Introduce yourself, who you playing, and if you're on any other streams.
Aaron?
Me? You want?
Yes.
Go.
You want me to say something?
Always.
I want you.
We always want you to say something.
Do I have something interesting to say to all of you people? I don't really have anything.
If you have
interesting
anything
to
to
say.
say,
No, I don't really.
Anything you say
Yeah.
can be used in a court of law.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm just I am the dude here at Knights of Silver Moon that does a lot of the things with all of these other people. So that's about it. That's what I do. Yep.
Hey, look at those other people.
You're the other people. You'll find our main game on Tuesdays, where we have Game of Santos, and then also, Mondays here. I am lurking in the shadows behind. I was gonna say behind the floorboards, but it's not the floorboards. It's behind this board
not
thing.
under the
Behind the logo?
floorboards.
Behind the
Directly-
logo. I'm hiding behind the logo. I am Oz. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And I go now. Okay, bye.
I'm behind the curtain.
Bye, Aaron.
All right, who's next?
I don't know.
Ben.
Is it
Ian,
me?
go,
Am I
Ian.
next? Okay, I'm Ben. I'm crazy. Moving on.
You play Colby?
Yeah, that too. Sometimes. And you can find me on Clickety Clackety. Most times. Most times.
Nice.
Nailing it today, you guys.
Oh yes.
110%. Mhm.
Great job.
Okay, who's next?
I'll go. I don't know if there's any order that we're actually going on.
Nope.
Hi, I'm
You go,
Trevor. I'm playing Rachel Welter for this game, and you will also find me, as mentioned, on Clickety Clackety every so often, including in our new thing coming up on Wednesday for the Dragons of the Claude table. But for now, super psyched for Homecoming, and thankful for what's it like? My vocabulary is good and it's bad.
This is gonna be
for
great
Goodwill
game
stores.
tonight.
For Goodwill stores that allow me to walk in and be like, I think that dress is my size, and buy it. And it works because it's elastic.
Next.
I'm Josh. I play an 11-year-old boy, Bajan, here on Kids on Bikes, and I also play Sandra the Man, a monk of Bahamut on our game here on Tuesdays.
I don't know why I thought you were talking about Bijan. I am Bijan.
I'm a monk of Bahamut.
What's it like playing your own hero?
It's cathartic. I get to both be my own, aspiring hero, and then the mind behind both of these characters, and then also the admirer. I don't know. It's interesting to talk about myself as Sonder through Bajan, through Josh. Not confusing at all.
I like it.
And last but certainly not least,
Hey gang, it's me, Iskra, also known as Harriet, and here, Daria Obtine, the older sister to Bijan over there, that direction, because that's the opposite direction of the Zoom.
Yeah.
In any case,
You can
though,
always drag the Zoom windows around if it helps you at all.
it's too late for that. In any case, if you find me anywhere, it's gonna be here, almost exclusively. I mean, who knows? But most of the
There we
time,
go.
Nights of Silver Moon, I'm a monk, much like Sonder on our Tuesday game, and here I'm just good at volleyball, and can't
finding
decide what
things.
I value most.
You can
I-
deflect.
I would
two
argue-
tiles, just like a monk.
I would argue that being good at volleyball is as close to being monk-like as like most sports in school. There's a lot of
Fair.
deflecting, running around, and then like,
Yeah.
"Whatcha? Wah!"
You're able to deflect and
Redirect.
redirect volleyballs, which
Mhm.
are also projectiles. So there we go.
Best monk feature.
Yup. Man, the first time I caught an arrow and got to lob it back.
Yeah, that was great.
All right, who wants to do recap from last week?
All right, Trev, you got it.
I've got notes, but they are a couple pages long. I'll try and cut them down. All right. So recounting last time on Kids on Bikes, but with occasional pauses so I could not just read every note that I have. Rachel and Jessica, her sister, were telling her parents how they both had dates for the homecoming sports ball game. Football. Bijan gave a comic to Kaylee. It was the Rat Princesses. And that wonderful relationship continued to form. And he asked her to homecoming, not the dance, but the game. And she said, Lily too? And he's like, yeah, Lily too. Daria found Jess and confronted her the next day about missing practices, but Jess had just forgotten. Daria showed off the sage and the mirror that she had gotten from the psychic, mentioning some of their findings. We found out, though we already knew this, that the Flames, our school mascot, were going up against the Churchill Catfish. Fry them up. Daria showed Jess how to spike a volleyball. Bijan asked permission from Colby to hang out with Kaylee and Lily. He said, I just want to eat popcorn and pickles with your sister. He had two stipulations. One, he had to include Lily in everything he did, and Kaylee loves fart jokes. He was obligated to tell her fart jokes. Rachel went to pick up Lacey. They had a nice pre-game moment where they got burgers before waiting to pick up the rest of the kids for theirs. Bijan told some killer jokes. I'll read a few of them. What do you call a dinosaur fart? This was my favorite. A blast from the past. What do you call an aristocrat's fart? A noble gas. And more come on later, but those were the ones that he was testing out with his dad. Bijan went to Colby's house and said, I like your dress. I forget who. Oh, that was to Jess, I think. Boom. Daria went to hang out with Alex for the pregame. Everyone put on some face paint to get into it. Yes, the game begins and everyone gets very into it. We all have just a nice date where we're connecting with our dates. Bijan tells a few more fart jokes. Two flies are sitting on a piece of horse poop. One of them farts. Ew, that's disgusting. I'm trying to eat here, said the other one.
Not that one.
That was the worst.
And then he told her, he told me you guys like fart jokes. And Kaylee was like, oh, of course he would say that, but also allowed him to keep telling a few more because he clearly had prepared them. But I'll stop there. Alex mentioned to Daria while they were out on the field in cheerleading, mentioned he was kind of impressed with Colby and a little surprised that Jessica had said yes. During the halftime game, we are ahead, and everyone went to go get snacks. During that time, Jessica was jostled by just a person in the crowd and accidentally starting to make them feel sick due to her powers on contact. Colby checked if she was all right. She seemed fine, but was clearly shaken. And unfortunately, the situation worsened as she headed back to the stand, where she touched something. I think it was a metal pole.
It was a piece of rubble.
Had a memory flash of the location, accidentally shot fire from her hands, and drew some attention from that. Hearing that, Rachel left her date to go check on her sister, and luckily we were able to check that she was fine. A medic showed up and was just like, she seems all normal, because he did not see the fire or the other stuff. And we decided that the best thing would be to take her home. Bijan and Daria met up when they heard the commotion, and they met them out in the parking lot and accidentally revealed to Lacey, who was also there, that there had been a fire, whereas Rachel had not mentioned a fire, and then seemingly deliberately kept that part of this event under wraps. Rachel takes a lot of people home. Lacey confronts her in the car, insisting that she needed to be told something else, or she couldn't trust her at that point. So Rachel reluctantly kind of exposes Jessica to her. In so many words, doesn't tell her everything, but admits that she has magic powers of some kind, and has at least the ability to shoot fire. After that, she drove the rest of them home. Lacey seemed happy that there was some honesty despite the weirdness of that statement. And Colby decided to take Jessica to the kudzu, where his stepdad is. He had a very lengthy, detailed conversation with her. I wrote a lot of quotes down for future use, but I won't recount them all here because it's pretty much just everything that they said. At some point she said, "I don't think you are a monster." And it was very nice. Kind of like, that's a lot. You say that you killed your stepdad with the sheriff. It was accidental. He more shot himself during a struggle, but still it was covered up with the help of the sheriff. And so the two, their bond was twisted but strengthened in a way. Colby has become more convinced of the witch when he saw that his stepdad was hanging from the kudzu. He was not left there when he was buried, so that's a new development. There was this one quote saying, I think Jessica said this, "Ride or die." Colby said, "I guess so." And then Jessica said, "At least we got one normal date in, right?" Jessica asked if Colby wanted to go to the dance tomorrow. Colby said we could dress up and dance somewhere else. Colby drives Jessica back to Rachel's, and Jessica gingerly hugs Colby, and the two give each other slight kisses. This time,
In front of Rachel.
in front of Rachel. Rachel saw that and was, no, she wasn't. But she did.
And
wish-
she
A little bit
pulled
she
out
was.
a gun and killed them both.
This time
Out of
on
jealousy.
Kids on Bike.
Put them in the
Kids on
kudzu.
Bikes. The Witch of Glen.
Yeah. All right. So, unless
Do I-
Daria and Bijan wanted to... Huh?
No, go ahead. Finish your sentence.
What were you going to say?
I said, do you want me to roll the
Oh,
intro
yeah.
now?
Oh, yeah. Roll the intro. Do that. The thing that
Oh, yeah, that
Do
thing.
that. Do that thing.
Intro.
Here we
We
go.
know what we're doing.
Yeah.
we back?
Yeah, Matt.
Okay, this time on Kids on Bikes, I'm a professional. Not at all. All right. Unless Bijan and Daria want to discuss anything before bed that night, I think we'll move to Saturday morning.
I don't believe so. I think we kind of said what we needed to say.
All right. So, the morning after the football game, as you all wake up ruminating on the events of the night before, Daria and Bijan potentially thinking about what might have happened between Rachel and Lacey with the slip up of the word fire. Colby thinking about how he revealed all to Jessica. And then they shared a kiss. Rachel trying to figure out what is going on between Colby and Jessica, but also how could Lacey be taking what all happened the night before.
You could say it's getting pretty serious.
You could say it's getting pretty hot and heavy
Whoa.
due to fire.
Mm-hmm. Colby is a little burned. All right. I'm gonna say fairly early that morning, Daria and Bijan, you hear your phone ring. Are either of you gonna try to grab it before your parents pick it up?
I recall that Jessica said she was going to call, so I'm gonna run and try to pick it up.
All right, make me a flight roll. DC. This will only be like a DC 4. Your parents are still enjoying their coffee. They're not expecting anyone to call this early.
Okay, so running through the kitchen to the phone, I say, I'll get it, and hustle over there with an 18.
Lightning fast. It's like a blur. All right, so you were able to answer the phone.
Obtain residence.
Daria?
Yeah, hey, Jess.
Yeah, it's Jessica. I owe you and Bijana an explanation. If you two want to come over this morning, I'm at Rachel's.
Okay, yeah, we'll be there.
All right. Just come over whenever. I'll give Rachel a heads up.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right.
Click.
Rachel, you also get a phone call pretty early that morning.
Rachel will go to answer it. Hello?
Rachel, it's Lacey.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I just wanted to see how your sister was doing.
Oh, she's doing well, thank you. Little tired after yesterday. How are you doing?
Had some weird dreams last night. Didn't sleep a whole lot thinking about everything, but okay, I guess.
Good.
Mostly just wanted to check on Jessica and make sure she was okay.
It's real sweet of you. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, she's doing fine, but yeah, it might be too early, but and we couldn't go to it, but a lot of people will be at the dance tonight. Did you want to find something similar to do? I understand if it's in short notice, or
Make me a charm roll.
I do have my dice today.
Good.
Because I
About
never
time.
took them off of my desk.
How dare you? How dare you make us wait this long?
DC 5.
It's a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're getting her pause just for a second, just long enough to like your stomach is like a little bit. Yeah, we can We can go do something. Maybe we can talk a little more about it all.
Sure, even if it's just meeting up.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what time are you free?
You gonna meet up at like 7?
Sure.
All right. I'll pick you up this time.
Oh, okay.
All right. See you then.
See you, Lacey. Thank you. I'll let her know that you called.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye. And Rachel will go over to wherever Jessica is. See if she's still asleep.
And she's up at this point. She's already made her call.
Hey, Jess.
Hey.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah. Oh, I invited Daria and Bijan over this morning.
Good to know. I will go clean up then.
Felt like I owed them a little explanation of what all happened last night.
Speaking of, and she's going to lean up against a wall, clearly uncomfortable. Yesterday, when we were leaving the football game, Lacey heard about the fire.
She did?
Mm-hmm. And in the car, she confronted me about it. And I did tell her that happened.
Mm-hmm. How did she react?
Pretty well. I didn't tell her everything, but she thought that I might be lying or hiding something from her, which obviously I was. But I'm sorry. She doesn't know everything, but she is aware that that's a thing. I'm sorry, Jess.
No, it's okay. You deserve to get to trust somebody too. Have someone trust you.
Oh, by the way, that was her just calling. She was checking to see if you were all right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I knew you picked a good one. Rachel just doesn't fall for anybody.
Mm-mm. Perfect track record. Well, I'm gonna go clean up both this and this, and so are they gonna be in here in like 5 minutes?
I don't actually know.
I'll just get started anyway.
Okay.
And she will head off to the bathroom picking up stuff as she goes.
Yeah, Jessica's actually gonna follow you in and wash some of the like leftover face paint off.
Rachel, just as an offhand little thing, is like, nail polish does not come off. And I don't have any nail polish remover because I don't ever wear this stuff. This is going to be on me for a week.
I'll bring you some. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. And she's like, just starts horribly chipping at it.
Colby, what are you doing this Saturday morning?
I got a freaking luncheon to go to or something.
Mm-hmm. In a few hours.
Yeah, something like that. It is the weekend, yeah, so I'd probably be dropping the girls off at the YMCA for dance class.
Yep.
So I'll go do that.
All right. So as Colby goes to drop his sisters off at dance class, Daria and Bijan, when are you going to head over to Rachel's?
Well, I'll go to my room and, push the, sliding glass mirrored door over on the closet and dig around past some of the, school spirit signs and stuff from the night previous and put something on and then go over cross the hall to Bijan's room and knock on his door. Hey. Hey, Bij, are you awake?
I am now.
I'm coming in, all right?
Okay.
Mm.
And you'll put the covers over his face if you turn on the lights.
Okay. I open the door, but I don't turn the lights on right away. Jessica wants to talk to us about whatever happened yesterday.
But excitedly oh, okay. Let's go.
Like, put some pants on, jeez.
Yeah, she probably. He wouldn't. Yeah.
I close
His
the door
pajamas.
and go out into the living room.
He'll get ready. Brush his teeth, get ready, and head out with her.
Yeah, so we head down the stairs and over through the parking lot over to Rachel's apartment.
All right. As you knock, Jessica will answer the door. I feel like Rachel's
gonna-
probably still fussing about in the back.
I'm gonna hit the little buzzer on the thing instead.
Okay. Yes, and Jessica will answer the door. Come on in.
Good morning. From
I
the
like-
background.
Let Bijan go through first.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
So, yesterday,
Yeah, what the heck happened?
in summary, bumped into someone, made them sick. Thought I got it under control. Touched some rubble, had a memory flash. Set my hands on fire. Colby put out the fire. Got burned in the process. He would not let me check to see how bad it was or get him medicine or anything. Rachel came and got me. We ran into you in the parking lot and came home.
Whoa, though, wait, a memory flash? Like when we were at the river cleanup?
Yeah, there's some rubble underneath the bleachers. I kind of think that I know that was part of Miss Wiles's home. The woman who died in the fire.
That's wild.
What was the flashback about? What did you see?
She was in a wedding dress. She was looking into the mirror and her reflection didn't match up. She started to panic, and the next thing it was flames and fire, and she was burning.
What do you mean didn't match up?
Looking in a mirror, it matches up what you do, your reflection does, because it's a reflection. It was off.
Ugh, gives me chills thinking about it. Jessica, you know the handprints in the library bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
You think it's like that?
I don't know. I don't know if the witch worked through her like she's trying to through me, or if she was some outside force at that point.
Wait, so you think the witch is like... That's where your powers are coming from?
It's the only thing that makes sense to me. It's whatever these powers are. I don't think it's a good thing. Bijan, I know you want me to be a superhero, but if I can use them for good, I don't think they come from good.
Well, okay, so, what do we do now? I look over at Rachel, being the only adult in the room.
She like finishes up whatever she was doing and joins the conversation. Well, we could keep doing what we were before. We only did have 1 day of this power training. Do you think that'll? Even if it was just brief, do you think that did anything, Jess?
I think so.
Otherwise,
know-
we could just keep trying to research more.
I know having Colby there helped. Having you run up helped.
Was there anything else in the town history book that I had checked out from the library that feels relevant right now?
Colby, did you ever reveal that the name of the reverend that Daria read was a relative of yours?
Yes.
Okay. So you know that the fire stopped right before the church.
Is that church still standing?
Mhm.
I mean, maybe it just is this like holy ground thing, but we could go check out the church.
Maybe you'll have a vision there if you touch something that she remembered.
And if the fire stopped there, maybe it'll be a vision about how to stop the fire.
Yeah. Colby, did you tell Jessica anything about what you had to do for lunch that day?
No.
Okay.
That's what I would think. I think we either go train a bit more or we go to the church, just because, unless there's some other lead, but I think we need to try and use some more of that memory flash that you get.
I think that's the best idea we have. I mean, if you're okay with it, Jess.
Memory flashes definitely feel the safest of what can happen. Out of, sickness and fire.
You know what would be very interesting? And I'm not suggesting anything particular by this, but if a whole fire did magically not destroy this church, and you, Jess, you think that your powers come from the witch who started the fire, what if you can't shoot? What if your fire doesn't work in the church? That would certainly tell us something, or at least imply, if you think you are cursed by the witch, if it doesn't do any. I don't know. I'm not really sure if that means anything, but
Hey,
I think
we
that could
came
be
up
a
with
good sign if it doesn't
hypothesis,
work there.
And then we just test it.
Maybe we test it outside of the church first. I would hate to be the reason why a 200-year-old church burned down. That definitely gets you. I don't know if that gets you sent to hell, but
I think there are worse sins.
If there's anything you could do that could send you to hell.
Just a second, gang. I can hear you all. My computer screen is blank, and I don't know what's happening.
Oh no, we can hear you as well, but you are stuck.
Cool.
At least on mine.
This is
Same.
wonderful.
You're just gonna have to go with the sound of our voices.
Over
Awesome. I don't know what's happening.
Did it
Well, in
go?
the meantime, we can just keep theorizing and discussing.
You know what? We're just gonna roll with it right now. I can't make eye contact with anyone, and apparently my screen is frozen.
It's like those.
It's not
it's
too
like
bad.
those-
You're just looking down.
well, anime
Also,
games where just the face is shown, but the audio and like the text.
we'll give
goes.
this a few more minutes, and then we'll take an early break.
Yeah.
Bijan and Daria. By the way, I should mention that Lacey, that woman who I was with the other day, she now knows. She doesn't know everything, but I came a little clean with her yesterday because she heard some stuff and confronted me about it. So
Shoot.
Just so
hey,
you know.
I'm really sorry about that.
it's fine.
Yeah, it
But
was dark. I was worried about Jessica, and I just.
it's fine. That's just so that you both know that. I mean, I guess we shouldn't say everything around her, but that could be better for us. At least we know that she knows something.
Is she
And
like you
vice
guys'
versa.
cousin or something?
Is she what?
Like you guys' cousin or something?
She's Rachel's date.
Oh.
Oh,
That was the best way to just disappear.
He was
I
Rachel's
hope she
date.
still hears us. But yeah, she was my date.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna call it right here, and I'm gonna say that we're.
Well, this
gonna-
was great, you guys.
Yeah,
we'll see
we're
you guys
gonna-
next week.
No. We're just gonna go on a quick break as we try to figure out what's going on.
I lost our DM.
We'll be right back, guys. 1 minute. Wee woo, we're back. All right, you're good.
Hopefully.
No, you're good. We're on. And
It's not a night stream without a technical issue.
no.
Yeah.
No, that's how it keeps us humble.
All right, as we left off, Jessica had just said, no, that's her date.
And then Daria went, oh. And then, so should we go to the church right now, or?
Should we get Colby?
I think so.
Colby, you never
I mean,
gave
certainly if-
Jessica your number, right? In case she accidentally called the house and your mom answered.
Mhm. I did not leave my number.
Mm-hmm.
But
Certainly
I think,
if... Oh, sorry.
do we have the, like, out of character, do we have the phone number of Colby because of Kaylee and Lily having been over twice?
Probably not. They would probably also be kind of aware of the situation and
Mm-hmm.
not.
Yeah, so Jessica will say in character, I don't actually have Colby's number.
I don't think we do either. I look over at Bijan.
Ah, shame.
You gotta ask for it
Find
next
his
time,
mom
Jess.
In the yellow pages.
God damn the yellow pages.
I don't.
Do we have a yellow pages book?
Or were they the white pages at this point?
Yeah. I don't know if calling his house is the best thing.
Well, isn't he not that far from here? We could just bike there.
Bijan, I don't know if that's the best idea either.
Do we know what he's doing today? Does he work? Today?
He and I are going out tonight. We talked about going to the dance, but maybe not going to the dance after last night.
You're seriously not gonna go?
I didn't know if it was safe to go after the football game debacle.
I mean, you're probably not gonna run into any rubble in the armory.
You would think.
And like, how often do we get to do something like that, right? You know, like, we get to be in high school once, and then it's over. And you're not gonna let this stop you. I mean, you're out with people again, you know, and you hadn't been for a while.
And do you think it's safe?
I think if we're careful, it'll be fine. Beach and I have that sage. We can, like, I don't know, wave it on you or something, and
Be
AIM.
Well, will it be
Worth a
more crowded or less so than the football game?
I mean, it'll just be students. But I mean, I'll ask Colby when he comes to pick me up.
Damn it, Graham.
She's gonna kind of lean into Daria. I mean, I do have this dress I kind of wanted to show off. I mean, I guess if it's fine if I just get to show it off for Colby, but yeah.
I think you should go.
I mean, as long as
I'll
I
be there.
got you and
Alex will be
Colby.
there. So, and we'll stick close.
Okay.
One way or another, I think it is worth it to do more of that training.
Yeah.
Get you in the right mindset. I don't know how you feel during that whole process, but more confident at least.
Maybe some more answers if we can trigger a memory flash.
Well, I can definitely drive us to the church now, unless other people needed to get clearance or something. With their mom and dad, I mean.
Yeah, we probably should say that we're gonna go somewhere.
If this goes around for too long, I'm going to become that young adult who spends a whole lot of time with some high school kids and younger.
It'd be less weird if it wasn't me. It's my friends are hanging out with me. It's not weird.
Not on your end.
Yeah, and I just bring my little brother to everything I do. That makes sense.
Yeah, I just bring my sister to everything that I do. If
That
she
kind
wants to
of
go.
works a little bit better.
She's here to protect me, and I protect her and Jessica.
I smile at that a little. Like, okay, we'll be right back.
Bijan, make a brains roll.
Mhm.
DC 11.
Ooh, I have a D8, so that's a 3. 3.
When you say protect Jessica, you feel that pull again. That tug, something's connecting. But it doesn't feel warm in a comforting way. Burns a little bit.
Well, I can. You both go check with your parents, and then I can drive us out. Head to the church first.
Yeah, and I guess maybe we can drive by Colby's house, see if his car is there.
I could certainly do that. Well, I will wait for you two to get back then.
We go ahead and open the door and head back over. And come up with some excuse for that we're going out again.
I mean, it's Saturday. You've got friends
Yeah.
to hang out with.
Did you do your
Is
chores?
Bijan going too?
Yeah, I think I'll bring Beach this time.
All right. You're still going to the dance tonight, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
All right, we'll see you before too long then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready, so
All right, stay safe.
we will. Love you, Mom.
All right, love you.
Love you, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye,
When they are
Mom.
back, Rachel will head off, start driving towards the general direction of the church, but also turn over her shoulder to wherever Jess is and say, "Where does Colby live? Like, is he on the way, or should I make a detour?"
Me. Turn to my map.
I love all the
Um,
scenes that happen while we're driving in this.
Uh-huh. And she's gonna direct you. You'll have to go up a few blocks before heading back down to the church, because the church is pretty solidly in like the center of downtown.
All right, we'll stop by his place first then.
Okay. I'll
Aaron?
say
Aaron, as a request, can I get you to make a minor key shift in a like popular 2000s song for us to play for our season finale?
I'm sure I could probably figure out how to
Like-
do that, maybe.
Like a dirge version of All Star.
Don't stop, make it pop. DJ
No,
loud
actually,
speakers up.
it would have to be like a dirge version of "Can You Take Me Higher" by Creed, as we talked about Creed earlier.
Oh yeah, because that is Colby's band.
Amazing.
Can you take me higher?
All right, I'll say even though it felt early that all of this started to take place, really after the events of the football game, we're in kind of like late morning. So I'll say as they're getting ready, they're piling into the car. Colby, I think the sheriff offered to pick you up for the lunch and take you, if I remember.
Okay, sure. If that's how we're doing this.
Or did he just say like to meet you there? Like, We don't
I don't
remember.
remember. I'm a 17-year-old.
it's been a pre-holidays. We'll say he offered to pick you up.
Okay.
Okay, so
He
around
offered
this
to pick you up
point,
with arms wide open.
Well, I'm wide open.
oh man, take a point of inspiration for that.
I'll
Go
take
for
it.
it. Go for it.
All right. So you hear a knock at your door, Colby.
Oh shit. He's probably wearing like
Decent.
He's not wearing a tie. He's debating whether or not he's going to put on a tie, but he doesn't know how to tie it. So he just has it around his neck with the button-down shirt. And he opens the door. Is it? I'm assuming it's the sheriff.
Yeah, it's the sheriff.
Morning, sheriff. Wasn't sure if I needed a tie or not.
You don't need a tie.
All right. Do I need the button-down shirt?
You look nice.
Do I need to look nice, or is it just like a show up as you are kind of thing?
I mean, you'll fit right in the button down. We got, you will make a good impression, but you look fine, son. Take a breath.
We've got a cult garb for you to wear. So
don't worry, we got robes for you. Here's your
How's
candle.
this
What's
knife
this
fit
for?
in the
Don't
palm
worry
of
about
your
it.
hand? Is it good feel?
How are your sisters today?
They're fine. I dropped them off at dance class earlier this morning.
Good, good.
Probably gonna be there extra time and probably go play some basketball or something afterwards.
Good. All right. Ready for some lunch?
No.
I promise this is not a big deal. Take a breath, son.
All right.
All right. And in a few blocks
As I
drive.
swig down whiskey now.
And a few blocks drive to the lunch. He pulls up and you realize it is the Freemasons Lodge.
Thank you, Graham, for saying this to me. This is exactly what I needed. All right. So
Rachel and company, you pass the sheriff's car, but I don't think any of you noticed because you're not looking for a passenger to be in there. Colby, we'll go back to you.
No, this
Nice.
is it, Graham. This
Sheriff.
is exactly what
we
I
just
need.
point at it.
That's exactly the version I'm looking for. Thank you, Graham. All right. Yeah, I'm probably more focused on what I'm about to walk into rather than any cars that are passing by.
And you can make a roll for it if you'd like to. You can make a brains roll.
Sure.
We will say DC 9.
Well, that's impossible for me, and it's a 1, so
Oh, yeah. Nope, you were not focused in at all.
I will take that adversity token.
Bijan's like going like this with like the air with his arm out the window.
That looks like Bijan's hand.
Friday.
He didn't exist yet.
All right. As
You
you...
Sheriff, you've been really, not secretive, but you just haven't really told me much about what's the point of this community. I get it, it's like betterment of this community and whatnot, but that doesn't really tell me much.
I mean, that's really all it is. Got a group of men who work to make the community better, contribute in different ways, some financially, some just by being leaders. Come together and talk about how to make the town a better place.
All right. Well,
When we see young men in the community who think have good potential, invite them in.
do they know about Terrence?
Now that's something between you and I right now. Some secrets are easier to keep, less people know about.
Right. I guess I'm just want to make sure none of that can make its way out.
Iskra, that chat comment is just somehow horrifying to me.
Well, she isn't.
I
seeing
don't
it.
like it. I don't like it so much. Oh God.
All right. As you make your way inside, it is set up for lunch. You've got your...
Aaron, do you want me
folding
to make you even more upset right now?
No.
I was 5.
Oh, I feel sick.
4.
Jean and I would have been in the same class.
Oh God. Okay.
Age.
Time. What is time but a weird soup? All right, as you go in, the hall is set up with a couple of tables, some chairs, and lunch things. And there's some familiar faces. You don't necessarily recognize them all by name, but you know them by face. You see the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
You see the superintendent. Someone who you think is a local judge that you recognize from ads on the TV. The editor of the newspaper. And then, kind of awkwardly in the corner, Zach.
Yeah, I kind of figured he'd be here. Reluctantly, I suppose, I'll go up to Zach. Do you know what? Sorry. Have you been to these before?
My computer screen went blank again. What is happening tonight?
I don't know, but we
All right,
Still here with us.
We'll keep talking until I lose sound, and then we'll take a break.
again.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, no.
have you been to these before?
No, this is my first one.
So you have no idea what these are really about.
I mean, Dad
Either.
just talks about leadership lunches and some bullshit about making the community better. I don't know. I figure it's a thing I have to do eventually.
So you don't feel like this is culty at all?
What are you talking about, Colby?
I don't know. Just like
What,
maybe
do you
I've
think
been
my
watching.
dad's a part of some secret cult?
No, I just it just feels weird going to a place where it's like, hey, there's a lodge. Oh, it's a community. Oh, a brotherhood. It just
I mean,
feels
like,
weird.
my dad, my grandpa, his dad, they've all been in the lodge. It's just... He says it kind of condescendingly, but maybe not like he's trying. It just kind of is who he is.
Just how it comes out of his mouth
Yeah.
all the time.
Look, man, some families are just a part of this.
That doesn't really make me feel any better, man.
And the way he says some families, there's that emphasis, and you know what he means by some families.
Oh yeah. But
hmm
well, regardless, I guess I have to thank you for spreading that rumor around.
Yeah, I see that you are actually together. It's kind of a surprise.
Why is that a surprise?
I don't know, I just didn't think Jessica would go for somebody like you.
What do you mean, somebody like me, Zach?
And at that moment, the mayor stands up to welcome everyone to the meeting. We've got a couple of new faces with us this time around. I'd like you all to meet my son, Zachary. You can hear him under his breath. It's Zach, Dad. And I'd also like to welcome Colby Baker, who is here at the invitation of the sheriff. And the members kind of clap for y'all and invite you all to sit down for lunch.
Guess I'll go sit down.
Oh, there she
Oh,
is.
she's gone. We lost her.
How the heck did she time that so well?
I love the timing of these things. I mean, if she's gonna have
this thing
technical
is scripted,
issues, she's
so-
doing it very stylishly.
Yeah, every time has so far been pretty amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, well, there you go. You are now Dreamy, Colby, and everybody else is actually. You know what? Hold on.
As you all sit down and Colby
There we
is
go.
watching, you can see that the mayor says, "I'm the witch. I was it all along. I did it. Hail Satans!" And that is where the credits roll because then
Everyone in the
it
audience is
explodes. they all go just once.
Just
It
one.
says,
One
not
shot.
only that,
For the
it is my
greater
son
good."
Zachary's birthday, and as per instruction, we must all sing just the part that says birthday. Unison, it goes birthday,
Birthday.
birthday.
Oh my god. Well, Okay, guys, we're gonna go on another break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Third time's a charm, right? It's not the witch trying to come and take my computer. Nope.
Nope.
All right, let's see how we go this time. Happy Tech Monday.
You know, as long as it doesn't take what if you do it in 14, then you're better than Kevin McCarthy. So
That's a good attitude, Iskra. I like it. I like it.
Oh,
I'm here for
yeah.
Mm.
All right.
that's politics
All right.
joke. All right, anyway, let's go.
All right, so the mayor has just stood up and introduced you and Zach to the group. Colby.
All right.
And so you are given a seat by the sheriff. And Zach is like 2 seats over by the mayor.
I am freaked out by by this whole thing, but also I'm like, the fuck does Zach mean by someone like me? That son of a bitch.
I love that that's what you grasped onto.
I mean, he would. He's a 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Huh? All right. There's some awkward small talk as you're actually eating. And it's a nice lunch. You hear the word luncheon and you kind of think like church ladies, like chicken salad, little finger sandwiches. I mean, this is men. There's like steak.
A whole suckling pig
Everyone gets their own pig.
that looks
Nope,
vaguely
it's-
like a person.
It's a child. I was about to go, it's a child. No, no.
It's a child.
That's
No!
after the ceremony.
Yes.
Who's
they-
ready for dessert?
They bring in this large rolling cart with like the metal top on, and they pull it off, and it's Bijan with an apple in his mouth.
They would all have to die.
Colby be like, all right, we're all gonna die right now. I'm just gonna set us on fire. Jessica.
Jessica, fire! Shit, I only control it once the fire's there.
All right. And then it's not a large group. So the sheriff is gonna start talking to you, Colby. In kind of a one-on-one way, but make a brains roll for me. I want to see if you notice.
What's my doodad?
DC 6.
Cool, 7.
Yeah. As you notice, as he starts talking to you, the other members kind of listen in. They're paying attention to what he's saying. Now, Colby, with a leadership group like this, there comes a certain amount of privilege. Now, you're here because we want you to be here, because we think you've got a future here in this community. And we want to help you with that future. Now, again, it comes with privilege by being a member. Have the things that your heart desires, the things that you need in life. Your sisters will always be taken care of. You'll be an outstanding member in the community. You know, someone like you might get noticed. Girls, and you hear Zach go, yeah, apparently he's into sloppy seconds. What?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, you're just reacting.
I was mouthing it.
And at that, the sheriff is gonna look over at Zach. You'll notice the mayor is glaring daggers at Zach. And something in the sheriff tuned into that. Now, Colby, I think you mentioned having a friend, but you didn't say who it was. Don't tell me you've gone and got a girlfriend and not told me.
It's a recent development. And I wouldn't necessarily say girlfriend quite yet. It's only been 2 days.
Good for you. See? Said you were an outstanding member of the community. Start getting noticed.
Mhm. Sheriff, can I ask what you meant by someone like me?
My brain has gone completely blank. Do you remind me what I just said 2 seconds ago?
Someone like you can start getting noticed.
Oh. You know, Colby, someone quiet, someone who likes to sit in the background. I mean, not like this one over here who likes to grandstand and show off. No offense, Mayor, but Mayor kind of guffaws a little bit because he knows his son.
You'll have to forgive my rudeness, Sheriff, but it feels like you're about to drop a big butt on me.
With the privileges here comes a certain amount of responsibility. We here take care of the community. Even when it's tough, as you very well know, we get things done. We take care of each other.
Big old dumber.
Sheriff, you about to dump your butt? Sorry.
Now, I
But
think
to drop
there's
your load?
something going on in the community that you're aware of. A way in which we've got to protect the community more than it's needed in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sir, and I think you know that ghost stories can be real.
Okay. What does that have to do with me?
And now we're going to need your help. Making sure her power doesn't get out again.
All right. I mean, what can I do?
Now, son, we all in here are honest with each other. And I think you know exactly how the witch's power is getting out this go-around. We can't let it out. You know what happened to this town last time. You know that lives were lost. We're not going to let that happen again.
So what, you plan to kill someone just to put them away? To what are you asking me to do here?
There are ways to take control of the power that don't involve killing anybody.
Take
We
control.
just need to separate the power from the person so the witch can't use anybody.
And put it where?
In the hands of those that take care of the community.
And what exactly would you be doing with that power?
Making sure it can't hurt the town ever again.
Until the next time.
If she doesn't have her power, there can't be a next time.
Sheriff, why don't you just ask me what you want to ask me? Plain and simple.
We want to make you every bit a part of this community as the rest of the men in this room are. We want you to be one of us, son. We're gonna need your help to stop the witch. We need your help bringing her in.
And do what?
That's all that you have to do.
Sheriff, I can't just blindly say yes. I mean, yes, I want my sisters to be taken care of. Yes, I want things to be fine, but I can't just say, yes, I will turn this person over to a group of people without knowing what you plan to do to them.
At this, the mayor will turn to you. Look, I know this ask isn't easy. Hell, I didn't think any of this was real when my dad first told me, but all of this is real, and there are certain things, certain stop measures that were put into place a long time ago to make sure this can never happen again. Now, we've got things written down that are supposed to separate the power from the person. You have your little girlfriend free. We just have to get it away from her.
You're asking a lot without giving me too many specifics. Because the way I see it, no disrespect, gentlemen, I feel like I am the one with the power in this situation. I cannot just say, yes, I will help you, without knowing exactly what you're trying to do here.
And the sheriff is going to lean in real close to you. Now, not to sound threatening, but we know who in this room really holds the power. There are certain rituals that can take the power away. She didn't have to worry about it ever again. You don't have to worry about any of your problems looming over you ever again.
That sounds like a question you should be asking her as opposed to asking me.
Now, I know it's a lot to think about. She ain't got very long. You know she's getting stronger. You know things are going to start happening. Mayor's going to
promise?
stand up.
You promise she'll be fine afterwards.
We will do our very best to keep this
That's-
town safe.
Not what I asked. Do you promise that she will be fine afterwards?
Make a grit roll.
Can I add protective to this?
Yes.
What do I need to roll?
Just roll grit versus his charm.
Okay, that is going to be... Oh, actually, that explodes. That's going to be a 25.
It's so stupid. You can see through the astral state at this point.
I can see everything.
Because he only rolled a 3. You don't know if the sheriff fully knows what it all entails. You feel the sheriff's the muscle and is the guard dog for this operation. But you know the sheriff's going to do whatever it takes to keep the town safe, regardless of the consequences. And the mayor's gonna stand up. All right, now I know we can't keep everyone in here too long. These two youngins got a dance to go to tonight. You gotta go get ready for those boys. We're very thankful that you took the time to come speak with us today. And we look forward to having you fully a part of this group in the future. Don't we now? Everyone kind of nods, and one or two of them come pat you on the back.
Mayor, if I can speak to you before I go.
Certainly.
Why not just have her leave? Well, I'll take her somewhere else. Can't affect the town if she's not here. If all the
Do you
power's in her, then it'll be fine.
Do you think we want to spread this plague to anywhere else? Which is our responsibility.
Just let her go. Please.
No, I know it's a lot. Especially for someone so young who's been through so much. So tonight, just go be a teen. Go have fun. Go enjoy the dance. Just relax and don't worry about it. You've got all of us now. You've got fathers, you've got uncles here. We take care of each other. We're going to take care of you. It's all going to be okay.
I hope you have a good weekend, Sheriff. You too, Mr. Mayor. Zach. Well, leave.
Zach is looking a little miffed that you're here and that you got all the attention.
Piece of shit. Yeah, I'm walking out. I'm not giving them an answer.
All right. All right, let's go back to the superhero squad.
What a good day it is. To the church.
Mm-hmm.
First, you're all going to swing by
Oh yeah,
Colby's
Colby's
house.
place.
Colby's car is there.
Jessica will park out front and turn to Jess. So, do we have a plan of getting him? Or should... Meaning, do you want to go knock on the door, or is that something
No,
that you would
just-
not recommend?
Just honk once and see if he comes out, and if not, we'll just keep going. And I don't want to disrespect by trying to go inside or anything.
Rachel will honk twice.
She's gonna
There were
hunt
a
that
lot of
sucker down.
Jess is gonna haunt. I mean, Rachel's gonna honk the horn twice. Boop, boop. Yeah, it makes a boop sound.
Ruga.
Yeah, I was gonna say you better, because that's the only car horn I have. Is just gonna be a. I don't even know what that is.
That was a train sound.
Yeah, that's what
It says car horn, but
manufacturing line start.
We'll wait about 1 minute.
You don't see any movement or anything.
7, 56, 5, 4.
Is Bajan counting from the
Thank
back
you for counting, Bijan. We'll just wait.
Oh, okay.
Maybe give one more honk in about let me know when it's a 30-second mark.
I lost count. 45, 42,
45, 42, 43.
I mean, this is important, right? Why don't we just go up? It's not like his house is cursed or something.
Yeah, should I go? I mean,
30 seconds.
Rachel, give one
gonna
more
get out
briefer
of the
honk,
car.
and then we'll actually turn off the car to get out.
Daria's gonna get out of the car.
Yeah.
All right.
And she's gonna walk up to the door
Rachel will go with her.
and just like shake her head, like it's not hard, and like knock on
You're
the
gonna
door.
knock on the door.
Yo, shotgun. Who's there?
You would, though.
No.
No.
From the window. Did you say to the right of the front door, Colby?
Yeah.
From the window to the right, you hear, "Colby, you piece of shit! Go answer the door!"
I wait for a little bit.
I'm gonna hop out of the car and run over.
Oh, he ain't there.
I don't know if we should knock again.
If he doesn't show up, then I'm going to creep backwards and be like, hey, Peach, I don't think he's here.
Yeah, Rachel will awkwardly like look over her shoulder and shout out back towards the house. Never mind. And we'll start heading back towards the car and just
You'll hear a couple more exodus being yelled in Colby's direction as you shout out, "Never mind."
never mind. Back in the car.
Yeah, we're already heading back.
Okay. We'll come by later, or we'll see him later. Yeah, Jess, I think his mom is home, or someone was cussing him out. So we're going to go because we don't even know if he's there.
I feel like he's probably not there.
Gosh, I hope not.
Do you think Kaylee and Lily are home?
Didn't see a sign that they would be.
Me make a brains roll for her real quick. I see something. She's gonna say, "No, I don't think they normally stay home alone with their mom. If he can help it."
Alright.
So let's get going, huh?
Yeah, let's.
Maybe we can put like something on the front door that says that we're gonna head somewhere, and if he wants to join, he can join us. Like,
Does
literally
anyone
on the
have
front-
paper?
I have a rock.
And Peach, you seriously don't have any paper with you?
Let me check my backpack. And I'll find like a back page of one of the comics that I have, and I'll rip off like a good half chunk of it.
Your poor comic.
One of the like all the authors and illustrators like pages, you know. We can write on this,
I
mean,
like
it's
to
too
imagine
late
there's
'cause
an
you've already
animated
told-
picture of Aaron going like this.
right?
It's too late because you've already torn it off. Is it worth it for you to tear your comic apart?
It's just the back page.
All right.
You sure, Bajan?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. And
Thanks.
Rachel will shuffle around through her glove compartment until she finds a pen.
You have to like scribble a couple of times to get the ink flowing again.
Yeah, we'll just leave it on the front step, and then when he comes home, maybe he can meet us.
Jess. And she will hand her the pen. You know what to say. I imagine.
She will just say, Scooby Gang is at the church from the history book. Meet us there, question mark.
All right. I will go try and deliver that. She will take the paper and the rock and will go back to the front door, not ring it, and just place it on the front.
I'm gonna
I'm
look
just
for
on the ground,
on the floor
conspicuously.
to replace my rock.
Rachel pulls out a dagger and sticks it to the door. And then she'll go back to the car. Well, to the church then.
To the church.
To the church.
Do you mind if I put something in your CD player?
Yeah.
No, go for it.
From her giant cargo pocket, she pulls out the No Doubt CD that Alex had lent her and sticks it in.
I'm just a girl.
Nice.
All right. You all make it to the church, just a couple blocks away.
Does it look like anyone's here? Is this a modern upkept church, or is it?
Yeah, like it's the First
Not
Baptist
modern,
Church of town. It's one of the older buildings in town. It's kind of right in the center. It's about a block over from the library.
Perfect.
Anyone walking around there, at least on the outside?
No, it's a Saturday.
All right.
So, not super busy on a Saturday morning.
Well, let's head inside then.
Everyone make me a brains roll. I want to see if you can find an unlocked door. Brains or grit?
Or grit.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a door.
Force
All
the door
these
open.
windows can count as doors, I promise you.
Wow, I still rolled the same thing even on my D20.
10.
2.
Jessica got a 7. So yeah, you're able to
I
find.
also got a 7.
Nice twinsies.
This is with my grit roll.
Yeah, y'all are able to find an unlocked door. It kind of leads into like a little prayer area off to the side. I think maybe they keep this open for whoever needs it.
Everyone in.
It's pretty tight. The room is fairly small because again, this is kind of like I don't know if you've ever been to a church that has like a little prayer room that it can fit maybe 2 people comfortably, and you can all kind of like snugly come in. But the main church itself is locked since no one's there on a Saturday.
Is this like the confessions room?
Maybe. I don't think. No, they don't have confessions in a Baptist church. At least not like a Catholic one.
I look at Bijan and everybody else and just kind of shrug because we don't freaking know.
I think it's just a
Yeah.
prayer room, but Jess. So-
Rachel, y'all are definitely at least like Christmas, Easter churchgoers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this wouldn't be confessional, right? This is just
No, this is just like a little like prayer, come and use like prayer area. There's just like a Bible open in the front, and there's like a CD player with like a really cheesy like prayer music CD case next to it.
Let's not touch that. Unless, Jess, you think that touching that will allow us for the vision that we're looking for.
Oh my gosh, what was it? Instead of Now, I think it was Wow that they had. It was like the Christian music version.
Yep. We're,
Daria, for a moment, considers putting the No Doubt CD in the spot, and then
Just
shakes
a
her
little
head.
light mischief.
Yeah.
I think then, at least if we're in here and not trying to sneak out outside, because there are probably people in this building, we find something in here that looks really old, and Jess, you do your thing on that.
We'll look around.
I'm going to use my treasure hunter ability, spend an adversity token, to
Mhm.
look for something that looks historical in here.
Is there like a help action?
No, but I will say, so Daria, use your treasure hunter thing. This room has been kind of wallpapered. Honestly, you think it's a little tacky for your taste, but you notice from the outside, the walls of this building itself are like original to the building. So you think that this being the original structure, even that should be enough.
Yeah.
Okay, is there like a loose corner of the wallpaper where like
Yeah,
it's
down
possible
at
to
like
touch
the
the actual
bottom.
wood?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, hey, this building itself is pretty old. What if you just try it there? And I like kind of peel the paper a little bit.
Let's go for it. All right.
Now, I've never witnessed this. Is this a loud thing?
No, it's kind of like a I freeze up and my eyes roll back thing.
See,
You don't speak in tongues, or
Nobody's told me that I have, but I'm
I
not
haven't seen anything.
really present during
because that's
this.
not an issue, but it's good to know if we're trying to be secretive.
we should
Sometimes there's
probably-
kind of like a vibe though. Like when we were at the river, just the place felt weird.
All right, then I guess go for it.
What was that, Beach?
we should probably stand back in case something does happen. Give her space.
Like we kind of press against the wall. When there's
Yeah,
like
again, this is like it's almost the size of like a good walk-in closet.
I love
Hmm.
the idea that we're all like just trying to make space in here. Like
It's not that much.
You-
Go for it, Jess.
A part of Daria is like, honestly, maybe it's good that Colby's not here because I don't know if a fifth person would have fit.
right.
Plus his two sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we are in an original building that has already tangentially appeared in a vision. The DC is only going to be 4. So Daria, make me a this is a you, right? Yes.
Yes.
Roll 2d4.
2d4. Let's use that one. And let's use. Where's the other one? Alright, we'll use these two. Blue one for Daria and a red one for Jess. The DC has been met.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Dark deed you requested is done.
I did drop the dice to do it.
It's all right. The sacrifice has been made. Yeah, Rachel, this is your first time witnessing this. It's almost like as she touches it, it's almost like her body stiffens and you can see the eyes roll back in her head. And then you know it's only a few seconds, but for you, Rachel, especially, this is your sister. It feels like time begins to slow. Bijan, you feel that tug again. Make me a brains roll, Bijan.
It's a-
Mm-hmm.
Right. 7.
You've got to take care of her.
I was actually going to, once she like reacts, I was going to see just to kind of like hold her up or like prop her so that she doesn't
Mm-hmm.
while she's trancing.
All right. As you go to touch her, make me a grit roll. DC 8.
18.
All right. You just hold her up,
Mhm.
but you still feel that connection. And
Rachel
again, it's
will
not
do
warm,
so as well.
it's burning. Rachel, make me a grit roll. Your DC is only going to be a 4.
Wrong dice. That was cocked. That's a 10.
All right, and as she comes out of this trance. Okay,
You all right?
yeah.
Anything useful?
It was less weird than the last one. That preacher was here. He was in a fight with someone, not like a fist fight, but like fighting to get her buried. This is before the fire.
Trying to get who buried? The witch?
Was someone trying to uncover her as he was burying her?
No, I don't think they wanted her buried. And burial's kind of like, what, a sacrament or something? I don't
Arguing
remember a whole
about
lot
it.
from...
The priest didn't want the witch buried.
No, the preacher wanted to give her that last rite.
It's happening again.
Who didn't?
Daria.
The townsfolk,
I
whoever was in charge.
look at B, John. What do you mean?
It was like flames in my stomach.
Flames on the side of my face.
I didn't touch you, Bajan, did I? I didn't make you sick.
No, I just propped you up. It's okay. I was feeling it a little earlier, but it wasn't as bad. And this time, it hurts a little bit.
Jessica reaches out to touch you and then stops herself.
It's okay.
Are you all right, Bijan?
I think I just need a moment.
We probably need some air. It's really tight in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's slip out.
the music helps.
Jessica or Rachel will wait for everyone to leave. Meaning, let them out.
We made it, 2 hours before calling ourselves the wrong thing?
I already failed it a while ago.
Yeah, I guess we shuffle outside the room.
And I'll close my eyes and try to breathe.
Colby, roll me a d20. I want to see something timing-wise.
Alright. 7.
Okay. You're making your way home, I'm guessing, from the lunch.
No, actually.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute then. All right, as you all step outside, Bajan, you get some air.
I have to control it. I think he'll think in his mind.
Bajan, are you sure you're okay?
I think so.
Is this the first time this has happened?
I
A couple
Ugh.
times before.
look at them and I shake my head.
What are you feeling?
It's like
Indigestion.
it's like a burning inside my not just my stomach, but like my whole chest.
Ridiculous.
Jessica's gonna take a few more steps back and just hold her hands together like she's trying to keep anything from escaping.
Rachel will go back to where her sister is and put her arm around her. I don't think it was you, Jess. You didn't hurt me.
Daria was, wasn't Daria also holding? No, okay, it was Rachel. Okay, yeah, that wouldn't make sense then, because you would have felt it too.
Do you think you need to go to a hospital?
Or a hospital.
How do I feel? Is it still?
It's faded.
It's fading. Okay.
I don't think it's something like that.
I've never felt this way before. Aside from
When?
like maybe when Coach makes us do ab workouts, but that's different.
What made you feel this before?
It's whenever I connect with. Whenever I feel like a connection with
With the
Jessica
witch.
and the witch.
Bijan, are you trying to connect with her?
I want to help you. I want to understand why this is happening to you and what happened to her. I don't feel like she's. I don't feel like she's evil. Just maybe misunderstood.
I don't know if that's the best assumption, Bijan. Also, I don't think I believe that that your powers came from the witch. I mean, you just used them inside the church.
True.
The only thing I would think now is to go back in and see if your fire works. Because otherwise that'd be a rather unfortunate coincidence if the fire didn't touch the church that time but works now. I don't think they're that connected.
I don't think it's because it was a church.
Well, regardless of it being like religious, like
That's all she's gonna be able to pull from that vision.
The vision that you had.
whatever it was protecting the church probably still would be, right? So theoretically, if you tried it again and it didn't work, wouldn't that show that you aren't prevented like the witch was? That your powers aren't based on the witch?
Unless
I
it
don't know.
wasn't about the church, but someone who was there.
To hurt someone. Was the argument that you saw in that room, or was it somewhere else?
It wasn't in that room specifically, but it was out in front of the church.
Was she buried here? I thought she was buried out in the cemetery.
So you know that there's not necessarily like church cemeteries here, but that one big town cemetery.
But he wasn't trying to bury her there, was he?
No, I don't think so. I think he was just trying to bury her at all.
Well, I don't know what to glean from this.
Right?
I-
Was he just trying to do the same thing, like the right thing, or was there something more to it, you know? A way to try to contain the powers, or
Hi, Bards.
Oh, Bards!
Hi, friends.
Ta-da!
All we know is that she was buried, and there's chains around her burial site. That conversation must have happened, and I wonder who was involved or why they thought that was what was needed.
I don't
know,
think
maybe
that trying to pair up to connect with her, regardless of whether Jess's powers are from her or not, I don't think that that's a good idea.
Yeah, Bijan, I don't.
Everything
think
that
we
I've heard, she
should-
was not a misunderstood person. I think she was a witch.
Bijan, I don't think you should reach out for her.
Sometimes she's her, and sometimes she's you, and she'll switch in and out sometimes, and I don't know. I'm just confused sometimes about it.
Sean, even superheroes have to be safe. You can't help if you get hurt.
She could be disguising as Jess.
That could be it. But there's some things that, Jess, there's some things that you've said that she said in my dreams before. And I don't know, I don't want to freak you out. I feel like there's a connection there with her and you. And recently, I felt like I need to protect you. She wants me to protect you.
She wants you to? Are you sure that that's not just because you're a really great guy who wants to protect her?
She... The witch spoke to me, and she like whispered to me, and I feel like I needed to protect Jess.
Well, if that's all the witch wants you to do, I guess I can't disagree with that, obviously, but...
She's done other things. She's asked me if I want great power. Like Zonderman. But that wasn't a dream, and that was before all of this really came about too, so I don't know, it's all starting to come together. I think it just felt like she's asking for help. She wants to protect her power and Jess, and I think she wants the truth to be found for her.
I don't know what she wants, but I know that it's bigger than just you or just us. And I kind of point at Jess when I say just you, and then motion to the group for just us. But we're trying to do research. It's hard because what even is this? But find ways so that we can be safe about this.
And a decent part of me would think that at some point the best idea is to tell other people who don't want the witch to come back. But the obvious fear that we are all tapping into is if we tell someone, even if they want what we want, theoretically, they might draw connections between you, Jess, and the witch and think that you are her, which I don't believe you are. But I don't know what else we've accomplished. I would think at this point is to just keep trying to get better with the powers and unfortunately wait to see what happens.
That's the first time I've been able to summon a vision, so who would we tell though? You go ask the sheriff for help? I don't
preacher?
know.
Maybe a preacher knows.
Get an exorcism done would be. I'll just Linda Blair vomit all over you, Rachel.
Not saying that we should go to like psychic or anything, but maybe there's somebody that knows more about this kind of thing. From
You
the
said
perspective,
you've been to a psychic. Should I go to the psychic?
if you want to.
Should we all go? I'm clearly superstitious. my suspicion wouldn't be that it's fake so much as is she legit?
Well, I got the impression that she was just doing the best she could to try to help us, but I do think we got something good out of it.
What'd you get?
Uh, just some advice. Uh,
And I'll
Daria
look to-
is now lying.
I'm gonna look at. Oh, okay.
Because she's not sure if,
We should tell him about the cord and the mirror.
yeah, she has mentioned it once, but
Jean
keeping
looks-
it to the back of mind is probably better just in case we need to like break it out at a surprise moment.
Well, I guess we could go to a psychic. The only things that I can think of to immediately do right now are to practice fire and see this psychic. At least if you think this advice is good, maybe she'll get more by talking to one of us.
Yeah.
Of course, if she really is psychic and or has one of those like movie psychic things of like, oh my god, upon seeing Rachel, that could obviously be a blow of our whole cover.
I kind of thought that might happen when I brought Beej there, but it was fine. There was a moment that felt a little weird. Like, maybe there was something more there, but I kind of shook it off. Disregarded it. And instead of making fire, maybe we should practice, like, trying to not make it. I know that I got you kind of mad the first time with the bag, so... And, you know, looking at Jessica now, what if I just make you mad again, and you try to not set me on fire, I hope?
So right now it's about 1:30. Daria, you know that about 3 o'clock, you and Alex are gonna get together and hang out for a bit and start the prolonged process of getting ready for the dance.
Yep. Like, I don't have a lot of time. I mean, none of us who are gonna go to the dance really do. But we want to make sure that if you're gonna go, that
I don't set my date on fire.
yeah,
That would be preferable for everyone, I'm sure.
I should say set my date on fire again.
Rachel definitely gives her eyes.
I think Colby used himself to help put out the fire last night.
He's a hard cheese. He won't melt easily.
well, so
Both cheeses and people, unfortunately, melt when exposed to fire.
So back to the training ground.
Yeah. Yeah, up to you, Jess. Would you rather just try and... Would you rather practice fire? Practice being pissed?
Yeah,
or
let's
just try and get in the right headspace?
let's practice no fire. And maybe we'll run into Colby on the drive over.
Right when you're volatile and really angry.
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe not.
intrigued.
Who's to say? Who knows where Colby is?
And with that, we are going to shift over to Colby.
I said, who knows where he is? None of
Colby
you do.
does.
Colby knows where he's at.
The
Colby
plot
does know
knows
where he is. He's definitely going to the hatchet launch right now.
Is he?
He is.
Okay.
He's gonna steal some hatchets.
Nice. All right. So are you going to go in the employee entrance in the back?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Make me a flight roll. It is a Saturday afternoon.
Should have
Hey,
asked the sneaky one.
DC. DC 8.
Oh, God. God, I have to explode twice to get this.
No.
Any adversity tokens?
I do actually. Okay, so I exploded once.
Not by Jessica.
Not this time. So that's 4. That's a 2. I'm going to use 2 of my adversity tokens to sneak
Yeah.
on in.
As a GM, I'm like, what's gonna happen? As a watcher, I'm like, I hope Colby makes it. All right.
Definitely isn't going to go steal things that have already been used.
Yeah, there's a close call, but you know, like the back room works and where things are stored, and can listen in for anyone in the back. How many axes are you trying to grab?
2. Any more
Right.
would be too difficult to
Yeah.
hide.
All right. Yeah, you're able to get in and get your 2 axes.
All right, and then I'm gonna get the hell out and try to hide them under my coat, as it is late October in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little.
It's
a
one of
little
the
bit-
few. It's one of the few cold days. You know, it's gonna get hot again a couple more times, but
Mm.
today, like,
This
nice
is
jackets.
false winter.
yes, this is false winter.
Cool. I'll hide it under my jacket in a way that is
Doesn't look like you're smuggling axes out.
doesn't look like I have 2 axes in my coat.
I always walk like this.
Yeah.
It's actually one of those coats that has pockets on the inside.
Wait about it.
Perfect.
For those people who used to like do this when they're cold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, and then I don't know where I'm going. I guess he's gonna go get his car and try to find Jessica.
All right. Aaron, roll me a d20.
Do I tell you the result, or can I say it out loud?
You can tell me the results. You can say it out
Count
loud.
these lives we see.
13.
13. Look to my map. It's been so useful tonight.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
I love when every time anybody
I know
says
where
that,
the evil cult is.
it's always angry. It's the map.
It's the map.
Or he's just like really burnt out. He's like, it's the map, 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 it's the map. I'm the map. I know where everything is.
There's a place you gotta go. Gotta get there. Oh, I know. I'm the map. I don't think those are the words, but
As you get in the car, Jessica's going to ask,
That's right.
can we drive by Colby's house one more time?
Sure.
Maybe we can swap out the notes since we're leaving.
Or maybe the note's
Sure.
taken.
Maybe he's on his way to meet us and we'll run into himself, so.
he'll run into himself. Yes.
What are the
I'll-
odds?
I'll
In
look
this
out
small
for
town,
his-
what are the odds?
Shut up.
And she will head off to Cole's
Shut up.
house.
I'll listen for his
I'll
vehicle
murder you.
passing by.
You might.
That's fine. You probably will here, depending on my
It'll
next.
know
take a
what
few
happens?
tries though, because I have high brawn.
Yeah, well, I'm actively going against the government of this town.
All right.
Very
Colby,
blatantly.
You are making your way back to
Downtown.
your home.
Driving fast.
You wait. Yeah. Because both your home and the Hatchet launch are kind of north to the main downtown area.
Well, I have to walk.
Mm-hmm.
'cause The sheriff
Yep,
made
yep,
everything
yep, yep.
complicated.
Yep,
that
yep, yep.
bitch.
And then keeping in mind what time you wanted to pick up your sisters as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, damn it, Taco.
Mm.
Who's the real monster?
Lost my train of thought. As you get to your front door, it's not your fault, it's Taco's fault. Everything is Taco's fault. You see a note under a rock at your front door.
Under a rock at my front door?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick it up.
It is how are you feeling? Are you a little jumpy, Colby?
Uh, yeah, a little bit. Don't trust anybody in this town anymore.
As
Now knowing
you
that the sheriff also is not on my side.
as you stoop down to read the note, you hear something to the bushes to your left.
I will grab the axe without pulling it out yet.
It's just a cat.
Kill it. Kill with fire.
You're a spy.
Sorry, Aaron, it's the best I got. This is real world.
That was more. It was more for Graham and Taco. It wasn't really for
Okay.
you. But I
But did you not-
appreciate the effort.
Did you not like
it
mine?
worked well
Aaron?
for that.
It was great. It was great. I love it.
Oh my gosh, stupid cheese puns, all of you.
It was a very terrifying cat. Apparently.
But the cat turns your direction. Coming up the road is a familiar truck.
The truck is a familiar.
It's Faye, actually.
That's a big wizard.
You hear
Yo.
footsteps coming down the street.
This is my familiar.
The note says, "Hey, we're at the library,
She's
Hey,
a Honda.
at the church.
church, whatever."
But
whatever-
you do
what
see
those
the
buildings.
truck coming up. You see Rachel's truck coming up the road.
You also hear familiar music coming from the truck.
Can you take me? Wait, no, that's in my house. I will. Colby is gonna try to seem normal, but it's a little not really sure how he's gonna do any of this next step.
Make a grit roll. Jessica's gonna roll charm against it to see.
Okay. 6.
Oh, a 4 on a d20. So.
That was a 6 on a d20.
All right. I don't know if anyone else wants to try to read anything. You're just gonna accept Colby as is.
Well, my charm is not great, but it served
You
me
don't
well a few
have.
times.
You don't have to if you think your character would.
I have no reason to question Colby at this point.
I'll see how the scene goes to see if I get
Rachel
suspicious.
does.
Unless someone asks him where he was at and he says something different.
Jessica's gonna like quickly hop out of the truck. Colby,
Hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, what's up?
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. You guys went to the church, I guess.
Yeah, we decided to check one more time to see if you were home.
Hi.
You're here.
Colby keeps looking down the street. What's going on? What are we doing?
We're gonna go practice not making fire. But I was able to trigger a vision at the church.
What do you mean practice not making fire?
To see if we can, I don't know, I guess, tempt that feeling to make fire and then just not set anybody on fire. Speaking of, how are you?
Do we think this is a good idea?
She's gonna almost reach out to like touch your chest, but after the Bajan stuff too, and then knowing she set you on fire, is gonna like grasp her hand again. How are your burns today?
They're fine. They're fine. Don't worry about it. It was nothing bad.
You sure?
Are we sure? Playing with
fire?
playing with fire is the best thing to do right now.
I guess the intention is to not play with fire, but if we're gonna try to go to the dance, maybe.
I thought we weren't gonna go to the dance.
I don't know. I wanted to talk to you about it.
This conversation's taking a while, so Rachel will.
I mean, this is like right
scroll-
outside of the truck.
Oh, okay. So everything's heard. All right. She was gonna
You
roll
rolled on
down
the
the
window,
window
yeah.
to just be a part of.
Yeah. I did kind of
Uh.
assume that you'd roll down the window already.
Then never mind.
I mean, well, I was gonna ask you. Daria seems to think that with both of you there, it'll be okay.
I mean, I don't know. We barely got out of that situation at the football game. Are you sure you want to do that?
It's a stupid high school thing to want to go to a dance.
I mean, I understand that. I do, but
We can just do what we talked about. We can just make our own dance.
Daria looks at them. I'm going to use my presence to influence the conversation.
Go for it. Y'all can jump in at any point. And say the windows are down. Jessica is gonna try to say kind of quietly, do we need to go have this conversation somewhere else? We kind of heard your mom yelling earlier.
She's fine. She can't come out here.
I told them it wasn't a great idea to ring the doorbell, but I'm sorry if that makes anything happen.
It's fine. I was actually thinking we could maybe go back to that lake we saw the other day.
The
would
river,
be-
the training?
No, the when we went on our first date.
Right.
I thought that would be something we could do.
It's a little further outside of town, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I mean, water's good for in case there's fire.
Right.
So we were gonna head to they wanted to head to the place we trained at the other day, but honestly, I don't know if that's too close to some other things.
Yeah, I think right now that's probably not the best place to go to.
Are you sure you're okay, Colby?
At this point, Rachel will
Right.
charm insight.
Tell her.
All right, roll a charm, Rachel. Roll a grit, Colby.
12.
Explode.
Maybe it's a D4.
That is a 12.
Ooh.
Even. Do we roll again?
Roll again.
$14.
3.
You think you're starting to finally figure out how to read Colby, and then stone-faced again.
This darn teenage kid.
Daria hangs
getting
out the
old, I can't
window and
understand the
sighs
kids these
loudly
days.
because this conversation is taking so long.
Can I help you?
Are we going or what?
Can we help you, Colby?
Daria's gotta get ready for the dance for too long, I think.
Right.
You seem
Um,
shaken. You want to get in the car? We could go somewhere. You don't have to go inside.
No, I realize that. I don't think the place that we went to before is probably the best place. You know, definitely shouldn't double up. Just in case, you know, somebody saw us last time and didn't say anything about it.
Do you think someone's what? She will. Then Rachel will look around to see if anyone's watching us.
Yeah, maybe after last night, it's better to try somewhere new, just in case.
I think, Rachel, I need you to trust me. And I'll tell you everything on the way, but I need you to trust me right now. We need to drive and we need to get out of town. We need to go away that is not on public roads. I will explain in the car, but we have to go.
All right. Daria, I'm gonna try and drop you off first because you have somewhere to be. But all right.
Yeah, I
Colby.
guess so.
Colby, did they need to pick up your sisters?
No, no. I think no, they'll know. No, we'll figure something out with them, but I think we need to go.
All of us?
No, I think the Opteens are probably safe, but definitely us three.
All right, get in the car then.
He'll get in the car.
Good thing there's space in here. And Rachel will drive back first to our apartment to let the Opteens out.
Colby, do we need to grab anything?
I think the less time we're here, the better.
This temporary, or you guys coming back?
Yeah, this is. But just to be clear, you haven't said anything yet. Is this a getaway type of thing?
This is. The mayor and. We'll look around. Can I check to see if there's anybody around us? Like-
Yeah, make me maybe a flight roll.
I'm not good at them.
But you're very likely to have it explode.
Yeah, but that doesn't do me much good. What am I trying to roll?
DC 5.
Okay, it exploded.
There you go. You win.
I keep throwing it off the table.
You're
7.
like, okay. You don't see anybody around.
All right. So, last weekend, the sheriff invited me to this men's community gathering thing, and sort of as a way to just become a prominent member of the community or something. I don't know. He was trying to sponsor me into it, and when I got there, they knew. They knew about Jess. They knew about the witch. And they wanted me to bring Jess in to have her be split from the power without telling me what would happen. And I asked, would she be okay? And they said, we will do what is best for the community. So I can only assume that it is the worst. And now the sheriff and the judge and the mayor and prominent members of our community are now on the lookout because I did not tell them that I would do it. I did not say anything. I simply left. We need
Y'all
to
waiting
go.
here. If they show up, drive. Rachel's gonna get out of the car and head up into her apartment.
Okay.
Colby's gonna pull out an axe and hand one over to Jess.
Beach, no.
Bijan, I think you're gonna be fine, buddy. But
Rock.
All right. You've got to go act like everything's normal.
Right. No
You've got to
problem.
go to the dance. You've got to act like. I mean, we haven't spent that much time together at school, thankfully. You got to act like you don't know what's going on.
I don't know if this is the right call. I mean, would they really do something in front of everybody?
Right.
no, but there are enough people around that they can manipulate things. I think the best thing to do is just try to get away.
Again, is this a permanent thing? I mean, I've got my parents.
I don't think so, but
What do
The
we
way they're
tell
talking.
them?
the way they're talking, it makes it seem like they want to take the power and use it themselves. And
Do I Do I go pick up my dance stuff from my parents' house and tell them I'm getting ready at Rachel's? Give them less reason to worry? Or is that too much of a risk?
I wouldn't be surprised if the entire police department is already out and checking main roads, checking the main places we go to.
In the meantime, Rachel is grabbing assorted things that can be used as weapons from her apartment.
Jessica is gonna hold on to her stomach with one hand. And to the person who sent me a question, yes.
Now,
And
yes, I guess
the
I do.
grass around her is gonna start to wither, and she's gonna reach out instinctually to you, Colby.
He'll take her hand, deal with it.
Bijan, roll 2d4. DC 3.
6.
Colby, you start to feel sick.
He's gonna just try to bear it.
Make a grit roll. DC 6.
14.
Takes her a minute to notice what she's doing to you. And even though she knows she's making you feel sick, it's hard for her to let go. She finally breaks the contact.
Now, I have to ask because it is your choice. Would you like to run? Would you like to go to them, or would you like to fight?
I know it's scary, but I think the answers are here in town.
Rachel, how long are you inside?
Not long. She literally will just grab a few knives and blunt things that could be wielded, and then she'll come back down with a carrying bag, like a.
I mean,
I'm
you're
gonna
really-
say
you're
you
really
come
gonna
down
fight?
right as Colby asks, do you want to run or do you want to fight?
You're really gonna fight, what, the mayor and a bunch of cops in the woods with axes? That's not gonna work.
Rachel opens up her door and puts it down near her feet, but not blocking anything. Well, this is in case.
What do we
I
do, Rachel?
don't-
What do we do?
I have no idea what we do. But I do know that anyone who comes to you, tries to lay a finger on you, is going to lose a hand or have their skull bashed in. Witch or sheriff. That's what these are for.
Is there another way to get rid of this? It doesn't involve them?
We could do it ourselves. Or learn to do it ourselves. That way we know it's not gonna hurt you. What did they say they were gonna do to her?
They wouldn't say. They said there are rituals that can separate the power from the individual, but they didn't say what would happen to the individual.
And so, why haven't they just come and taken her then?
I don't
That
know.
is a very good question.
They
And-
seem
And
Colby,
if they
make a
didn't-
brains roll. I want to
Yeah.
see if you make a connection. DC 6.
I'm going to use an adversity token to bring it up to 6.
You remember it wasn't until Zach made his comment about who you were dating that something went off in the sheriff's mind. I think maybe they didn't know who it was until now.
What does it mean? Am I like supposed to be the one that points him out?
I think we've a decision to make right now. And it's what you said, Colby. Do we, and of course also there's the option for people to leave now. There is a way out for some of us, Daria and Bijan. I think you can be safe. I don't know what's going to happen. But I think the rest of us, and if you decide to stay with us, we need to decide now whether we go open with it, for consequences be damned, or we try and keep it under. Because I think at this point, those are only two options.
I don't think that, I mean, what if we say I'm the witch? If
I
they've
think
got a
it's-
ritual, it won't work on me.
It's too late though. Zach was there. He pointed the finger. They all know.
They don't know a thing. They haven't been around us.
No, but they have Zach.
They're just
and-
guessing.
No, if it has to do with the fact that I'm a pointer, it seems. It seems like I'm supposed to be the dog in this scenario. I don't know, the hunting dog in this scenario. If Zach knows that you and I are together, that means that they're coming for you.
We could stand our ground here, or we could go to see this psychic. If time may be a factor. Do we go see them right now? Would they be open?
Yeah, I think she's always open. It's her house.
Anyone object to us just going straight to her and seeing if she knows how this ritual would supposedly work?
You guys can go. I'm not going to.
Very understandable.
Did she give you guys anything last time you went?
She just gave us some good advice, is all.
Colby, I think you should stay too. Or, if not here, I think Jess and I need to go to this psychic.
Why shouldn't I go?
Because they would be looking for you.
And they'll be looking for your truck, probably. I mean, if they know who Jess is, they know you're her sister. Why don't you take my car?
Not a bad call.
I'll just have Alex come pick me up.
You want to come with?
I give you my keys.
Thank you. Jess, what do
You
you
can
think?
go with them if you want. Maybe it'll be helpful if you have that connection.
Bijan?
I don't want to leave them alone. I do want to go.
Colby, are you coming with us?
Am I allowed to?
Yes.
You're the one that stopped the fire yesterday. Your ancestor was the one that fought to get her buried. I think that might have been why the fire didn't touch the church. Whatever kind of messed up stuff we're all tied in together.
All right.
Well, Daria, I promise that Bijan will be all right. And
Thank you.
Bijan, you want a curfew? It's very risky if you come with us, especially if Colby's right and they're already looking actively.
I think I'll be okay. When Arya is done with homecoming, I think that can be my curfew.
I am such an irresponsible adult. And she's going to get out of the car and head to Daria's car.
I'm gonna give Bijan a big hug. And I'm gonna whisper in his ear, don't forget about the things in your backpack if you need them.
Well,
Daria, can I ask you a favor? I know I've asked you a lot, but can you go at least let my sisters know I won't be there to pick them up?
I can bring him here.
That's fine too, but I don't know if I'm. Well, I don't know what's next. So.
Rachel will stop
Alright,
getting
I'll
into
do
the
it.
car and talk to everyone else. You know, I don't think we have a decision yet, but I've made one. Jess, you obviously have veto power for this, but I don't think we should go anywhere. I don't think leaving is an option. At least not one that has everyone's interests. I know
Daria.
I could not just leave Mom and Dad.
Daria nods in approval.
I've not told Mom and Dad anything about this, but I could not do that. I could kill someone who tries to hurt you. But that's something different.
I think the new plan is not to run away. It's not to train. If there's a way to get her away from me, we've got to do that. I don't think we go to them. I don't think they've got anyone's best interest at heart. Despite what they may have done for some of us in the past. She's gonna look at Colby. We can find a way. Try to do this ourselves. Just sounds so stupid saying it out loud. If there's anyone else we can trust.
Daria kind of looks off to the side. It's like, I think I've got someone.
Bijan will be back later. And
Bijan,
Rachel will get into
do you
the
want to
car.
narrate whatever that was out loud? What you sent me, do you want to narrate that part out loud?
Oh no, I was just saying that's what it does, right?
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, I couldn't tell if that was something
I'm
you were
sorry.
trying to do.
Yeah, not yet.
Let's go see the psychic. That
Right.
or we go find a priest.
You've got this, Sonder Man. I tap Beach, and I walk up the stairs to.
Daria, I'll also
That
bring
does-
your car back.
I'm counting on it.
And
We might
we
have to
will.
bring some money just to make sure if there's something that she can do. That,
Bijan, I got you covered. We don't need your money. Thank you.
okay.
You are too wonderful. And this is all going to be so bad. And Rachel's going to drive off towards the psychic. Based on Bijan's directions.
I think Bijan's gonna be in the front seat, and Colby and Jessica are gonna be in the back seat. You turn it on, and it's just immediately, like, no doubt, just blaring at max volume.
Different CD.
Yeah, different CD. Or your burned copy of the same CD.
Yes, a mix
Mhm.
of several of her favorite songs.
As we're driving, Rachel says, I think we need to be as open as possible with this psychic. Otherwise, there's no point in doing this.
I agree.
Any objection, Rachel? Or I talk to myself. Any objection, Jess?
I guess I'm
I
just
might have
worried
said no.
she's not gonna want to help. Or she can't help, but It's too late for what ifs. We just got to do something. Colby, she's going to very gingerly grab your hand and try not to make you sick this time.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'm
okay?
sorry I don't have a better idea about what to do.
Are you okay, Colby?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're not a monster. A monster would have turned me over without thought.
I'm worried. I'm worried they're gonna go after my sisters. They're gonna go after my mom.
Rachel, I don't want to put Lacey at risk, but do you think Lacey would watch the girls?
Yes?
Think they'd be safe there? It's not somewhere they've been before. There's not a lot connecting
even
her
met.
to us.
Maybe mom and dad could watch them. Shit.
No.
Where are your sisters?
They're at the Y.
I also don't know where Lacey lives. Right.
Yeah, you do, 'cause you picked her up
That's
for a
right.
date.
I picked her up. I'm very distracted. They're at the Y. I won't promise anything because I can't speak for Lacey. I'm sure she would, but for now, I'll watch them.
I'm sorry, what?
They'll just be with us for now. No.
No. No.
We're not putting the girls anywhere near me.
You think that why would they go after your sisters right now?
Because they know that's a bargaining chip.
But
They-
they
that's
wouldn't start
leverage.
disappearing people already.
No, but they would hold on to them.
Well, then, with us would be the safest place, wouldn't it?
Not with these powers.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna put them at risk. I don't want to put any of you at risk, but you're already in it.
As soon as cell phones aren't a thing. I don't have a cell phone. As soon as I get to a phone, I'll ask. I also don't think that's a good idea. I think that is a bad idea, but I'll ask.
I'm sorry, Colby.
Like, how did he know where to find me all these times? I mean,
Where to find you?
it's like the sheriff would always just show up.
Well, he knows where you live.
Right, but even when I wasn't home.
And I got a pretty recognizable car.
Yeah, but I mean,
You can hear that down the street.
Colby, if he's been holding that kind of leverage over you for this long, he's been planning something for a while.
I don't think he's the one planning. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just following orders.
You think it's the mayor?
I'm pretty sure it's the mayor.
What would have happened if I would have still been dating Zach?
This, well, I don't think you'd be driving away right now.
Piece of shit.
I just had a better idea. Not than what we're doing. What if your sisters stayed with the Obteens? They at least have been there. I wouldn't want to put this on them. But it's with people we know and trust. And as soon as Bijan's back, I'll ask him. But there he is. I'm sure he would keep them safe.
That's a bit of a.
Bijan,
feel
do you
like
think your
that's
family would
difficult.
be able to take care of the girls?
I think so, but I'd probably have to be there with them.
Mhm.
They'd ask why. I could
Look.
do that. When do we need to pick them up?
Well, which one's closer, the psychic or your sisters?
The psychic's out on the edge of town.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Bijan, let's go pick up the Baker kids. We'll drive back to my place. You all can stay there, or if your parents, they can stay with you, or if your parents aren't fine, you can hide out in my apartment, or at least keep them there.
I think my parents understand.
I'll even assure them, thank them myself. Colby, I'm sorry, I don't think asking Lacey is going to help, even though she's aware. I don't even know if she'd be a good guardian. I mean, I like her. That's obvious, but I don't know how she'd be with this responsibility, especially if it's this important.
Colby, if you say that, if you ask my mom or my dad if they can watch the girls, I think everything will seem normal. It'll be okay.
I don't want to put your families in danger.
I don't think they will. And how are they going to know where to look for their
Where
sisters if they're at my
where
parents'
are we in town right now?
We picked you up from your house, and we
Mhm.
dropped Daria off at the apartment. If you were heading to the psychics, you were heading south along the edge of town. So if you want to turn up to the YMCA, you would have to turn up north.
I guess more question. How far are we from my house?
If you went ahead and turned, you could take the road up north and get to your house before too long. I mean, the whole town takes 10,
Right.
15 minutes to drive across.
Colby's gonna get out of the car and start running back to the house.
We didn't stop the car.
I didn't say that.
Make a grit roll. DC 10.
14.
That fucking lunatic.
Uh,
I'm sorry,
Rachel,
kids.
Rachel, pull over.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm stopping the car.
Colby, what are you doing?
He's already sprinting away. He's going like directly.
Where is he going?
All right,
Jess,
Jessica's
what do
gonna
you want?
make a flight roll.
I literally don't know where he's going. Is he going to get his sisters? Is he distancing himself from you?
Okay, well, she got a 1, so you were fast.
I'm a fast boy. What can I say?
Then
Yep.
with him going off, I guess, and Rachel will say this, I guess we go to the psychic.
What is he doing?
I really don't know why. He could have asked me to stop the car. Did he break something?
Did he roll when he jumped out, or like, how did that?
No, he
Where?
like superhero like through that. No. Yeah, he
You were-
probably.
You were
rolled.
probably at like a stop sign.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. To the psychic, then. Hopefully, Colby knows and has a plan for whatever he's doing. And Bijan, I do promise I'm going to get you back.
I know. But we need to do what's right first.
To the psychic. Godspeed, Colby, you absolute madman.
Oh, it's a mad lad. Oh, look at the mad lad.
How is Jessica looking back there?
She looks very frustrated and upset.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this all together. I know we will.
Why did he run away?
I
Supposed
hope,
to.
imagine it's to take care of his sisters.
He's.
I believe his story. I don't know if they would do what he's fearing they do to you. That I don't know, but going after our just loved ones as hostages? If they hadn't done that already, wouldn't they have done that before making their bargain with him?
He has a good relationship with the sheriff, doesn't he?
For some reason.
His parents? Is that what you said? I couldn't hear.
Who? What? Me?
Did you say his parents or the sheriff?
The sheriff, yeah. The sheriff.
No, the sheriff has been holding things over.
Did he do something? Like break a law or
I can't go into it right now, but he's a guardian, and I know right now he thinks he's got to guard his sisters and he's got to protect everyone, but we're here to help each other.
Unless something crazy happens tonight, we'll see each other soon. Gotta hope we get some answers here. Gotta hope this psychic is legit.
And at this point, you were pulling into
God, I
the
hope
psychic.
I get it. I hope I get
Oh
it.
no.
How many people does he need?
We pull into the psychic?
Uh-huh.
You see
You
the
really
tree
need
with
this
all of
job.
the like evil
The
eye
glass
decorations
bottles
and,
inside,
yeah.
outside
This
and
job.
everything. Just read
Don't
it
know
down the
whether
row.
that's a good or bad sign. All right, everyone in.
All right. And this is where we're going to shift. Colby, where are you running to?
I'm gonna run and grab my car. And then I'm gonna go into the house and go into my mom's room.
I'm assuming you're kind of like just nearly
Mhm.
kicking the door open going in. She's going to say, "You piece of shit, people were beating on the door
Shut up!
earlier."
If you want to survive, if you want to get out of here, we need to move now. Look, a lot of shit is wrong. I know you don't like me right now. And I don't care, but right now I am trying to help you. Now please get your shit together and get ready to go. I have to get the girls. Do you understand? Yes or no?
What nonsense have you gotten into this?
I don't care what you think. If you want to come, you can. If not, you can sit your sorry ass in that bed for the rest of your life. But I'm taking the girls and I'm getting out of here.
She's going to take a bottle and throw it at you. Make a flight roll to see if you duck out of the way. DC 7.
3.
Ooh.
Hit you in the shoulder.
I'll take that as a no. Goodbye. And he will leave and take the car and go get the girls.
All right. Daria, as you head up to your apartment, knowing
Mhm.
your parents are home,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Coming up with a lie for why Bijan is not with me right now. And then gonna go and get my dress and call Alex and have her come over here.
What do you tell your parents?
Um,
YMCA.
Beach wanted, yeah. We went to the Y and Beach wanted to stay a little longer. The Baker girls were there, so I told them it would be fine.
All right. Do we need to pick him up?
No, I'll be able to get him later, or Colby will be able to take him. He wasn't gonna go to the dance anyway.
As long as there's someone to pick up your brother.
Bike.
Yeah, I got it covered, Mom. I'm responsible.
All right. If he's not home by dinner, we'll go check.
What time is it right now? 4?
It's really like 3.
Okay. That leaves some time for the unforeseen nightmares to take place.
Taking my shoes off and coming all the way in, I'm gonna dial Alex and call her and ask for her ride.
You hear music in the background because you were supposed to go like meet at her house to get ready. Daria?
Hey, Alex.
Hold on. And she like turns down the music. What's up?
I don't have my car right now. Do you think come get me?
Yeah, sure. I'll be over in a minute.
Thanks. And I'll start grabbing all of my things, which are already organized because I've been waiting for this moment. So everything's there ready to go. And I'm gonna ask my mom to help me with my hair a little bit, because I know that we're behind schedule a little.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, she'll sit down and she'll start working with it. What hairstyle are you going with? Are you doing like the Miranda from Lizzie McGuire, like fanned out, cool with like the pieces in it? And
I mean, that's usually what I would do, so I would need to just kind of dress it up a little bit. So, yeah.
Mhm. All right. Because I think this makes for a great moment of cliffhangers.
No.
And because we played for 4.5 hours last week.
Yeah.
As
Makes
Alex
sense.
pulls up to pick up Daria for the dance, not knowing what all has been going on.
I will soon.
As Bijan, Rachel, and Jessica arrive at the psychic's house, and as Colby leaves his mom forever.
Can I
Do you want to do
one
one
last-
thing?
One
Yeah.
more thing as I'm leaving the house. As I've packed up all my things, I walk back into her room one last time and say, he was going to kill you the night before he left. You're welcome for stopping him. And I'll close the door, and now I will leave.
Or perhaps the last time to go get his sisters. That's where we're going to end for tonight.
What? Oh no.
This is a wonderful and terrible place to stop.
Right?
What about the dance?
No,
Also, you've
no
all gone to
wonder.
so many new and unexpected places, and I've got to prepare.
No wonder most characters in fantasy stories are orphaned and don't have loved ones in lives because it really effing sucks to try and maintain those while being adventurous.
Oh my gosh, playing your mom hurts my soul.
Oh god. I just love we all just kind of sink in our chairs a little bit like oh man. That was great.
Shit is going down.
We were all gonna go have a nice evening
Everyone's
tonight.
gonna dance. I had a cute dress picked out for Jessica.
Well, we have to wear it again tomorrow next week because surely we'll get to dance next week.
Yeah.
Just-
Surely.
It's just the fact that it's like, yes, go to the dance, be a teenager. Tomorrow we're coming for you. And it's like,
Well, that's the thing. They know they've got the power, so like, do
Yeah.
your thing.
Yeah. What are you
What are
gonna
you
do?
gonna do about it?
Exactly.
get the fuck out of town.
What are you gonna do,
man.
Colby? What are you gonna do?
I'm the one with the power in this situation. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Sure. Well, dope. Thank
Well,
you.
as we next week is not the end, but as we head towards the end of this adventure, join us next week to see what happens. Rainbows
Yeah.
and sunshine and happy endings for everybody.
Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. All the happiness.
Meh.
But yay! Well, thank you, Dreamy, for another
Yay.
wonderful session. And all of the lovely players for their amazing
Thank you, players,
amazing
for
work.
all of your fun and unexpected twists and turns tonight.
What, you weren't expecting me to jump out of a moving vehicle?
Not exactly.
No, just me?
There was a-
Was that only on my bingo card?
I couldn't call Lacey and ask her, would you
Yeah.
mind watching these girls in case I die? I can't ask my not even yet official girlfriend to do that.
Okay, you know, I can just tell my mom that I'll never see her again. And then I'll
I
jump out of a car.
can't wait for one of y'all to run into Zach.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
Oof.
He's gonna
Big.
end up in the trunk.
I had the phrase sloppy seconds popped into my brain right as we were starting, and so I wrote it down.
Yeah. So I had two thoughts. I was either gonna go directly to the hatchet place to grab the axes, or I was gonna find Zach and beat his ass. But then I thought, no, because of that, they're probably gonna be like hanging around Zach, so I'll have to kick his ass later.
¿Por qué no los dos?
I was gonna say it depends on how much the mayor loves his son. I mean, does he know his son's a piece of shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
but does he know that I will probably go to kick his son's ass?
Well,
I'm a
guys.
terrible responsible adult.
No, you're great.
Rachel's,
You're
Rachel's just like, no one's ever gonna let me watch these kids again.
You're just
No,
an
but honestly,
enabler.
I
It's
love
good.
having an adult in this group. At first, I was like, how am I gonna pull this off? This is all gonna take place at school. This has been great.
Yep. Not a whole lot of biking you have to do when everybody's got cars. It's great.
My mom's gonna ask me, "What have you been up to, Rachel?" And I'll be like, "There's a lot." And also, apparently, they might come for us.
No.
You should
Join
have worked
us
really hard to get on a bike at some
here.
point.
Tomorrow at 7 for Game of Santos, a little D&D with Aaron and Sonder and Iskra. Join us on Clickety Clackety Wednesday at 7 for me, Ben, and Trevor playing some dragons.
And then also join us on Friday.
Yes, Friday on
Clickety
Clickety
Clackety
Clackety.
to see me and Graham doing some James Bondy Everon stuff in the
Whoa.
city of Sharn.
I'm gonna love it. I'm super excited.
Yeah,
All right.
I flirt with Graham the entire time. Isn't that right,
Yes!
that's all we want in life.
Oh,
I'm tuning in now.
That's a lot of charisma. I don't know. Oof. You think
Are we
you're prepared
all gonna
for
need
that?
cold showers at the end of that? Maybe.
Probably.
Friends got
Well,
game.
here's the thing. Since I'm a changeling, I can flirt on both sides of the fence. And then flirt with danger
Danger.
You can
afterwards.
do that anyway. You
That's true.
You are
Nothing has
unlimited
kept
by
you
your own
from doing that.
imagination.
Well, no, here's the thing. As a changeling, I can flirt with anyone on both sides of the fence.
Anyone
have it
at
be
any
received.
time. Anyone at
Anyone
any
at
time.
any time for any reason.
Oh no. All right. We'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you. Okay, love you. Bye.